Booster Juice has 2 new booster balls for the holidays this year.
That's right, Santa. The Eggnog Booster Ball and Caramel Pecan Pie Booster Ball are 2 new flavors to put some extra jingle in your step. So are you a pie guy, Santa, or a nog guy?
Both!
Good call. That's extra jolly. Happy holidays from your friends at Booster Juice. Canadian born, blending since 1999.
This hockey season, before every game, check out the pregame show with Andrew Walker on Sports 1440. It's brought to you by Titan Supply, your only source for rigging, lifting, and hauling products. Visit titansupply.ca.
Get ready, Edmonton. Glow Christmas Festival returns to light up the Edmonton Expo Center from December 4th to 31st with dazzling activities for the entire family. Wander the glowing trails, meet Santa in his sleigh, and shop from over 30 local artisans and vendors with handcrafted gifts and holiday treasures, perfect for everyone on your list. Get your tickets and learn more about what's on this season by visiting the calendar of events at edmontonexpocenter.com today.
Seriously, another door knocker? I really want to go solar, but these high-pressure tactics are exhausting.
And their prices are unbelievable. Before we do anything, let's call Great Canadian Solar.
There's a better way to go solar. Great Canadian Solar provides honest advice and fair pricing to save you from overpaying. They're easy to deal with and will never put pressure on you to buy. As a trusted local business for over 15 years, Great Canadian Solar will support you in your solar journey. Visit greatcanadiansolar.com and call today to get started.
Picture this. You're sleeping and you're awake, but it's a good day because you're about to make your way to McDonald's to pick up some breakfast. Fast forward, you're there. But what's this? You can now get all those breakfast classics penny style with rich, creamy hollandaise-style sauce. A happy little tear rolls down your cheek. You grab your small McCafe premium roast coffee, still just $1 plus tax every day. And see. Get up and at 'em with the Egg McMuffin. At participating McDonald's restaurants in Canada. Prices exclude delivery.
You haven't set your lineup yet, right? It's Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:01. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Josh Fenwick with you here from the Stingray Studios in West Edmonton Mall. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Maybe did some stuff for the holidays. Maybe you just hunkered down and ordered pizza and played video games. That sounds pretty fun too. This show brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. Get out there quick. Get the bag. And make sure you give it to your loved ones this holiday season. You can always reach us via the text line, 1-833-401-1440, or email Connor at sports1440.ca, Brandon at sports1440.ca. Lots to get to here on the program, of course. Fantasy football playoffs. Maybe for some of you, close games. Maybe you're done. I heard a moan from Brandon over there. We'll talk some Edmonton Oilers. Nice win last night. Connor Ingram gets his first win as a member of the Edmonton Oilers as they knocked off the Golden Knights 4-3. A little bit of a scare towards the end there, but the Oilers do get the job done. We can talk really whatever you guys would like to as we get close to the big day here in the city. Brandon, good morning. I heard that little groan. Does that mean you're done?
It's not pretty.
Are you out?
I am confirmed out in my Dynasty League, which is the one I'll be honest, I kind of really, really vie to have success in. Take a lot of pride in my drafting and roster construction.
Yeah.
And I have a chance. I still have a chance in my Super Flex League up against Christian McCaffrey. I think I need him. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but let's call it 20 some odd points. If he has less than that, I will be through to the final. If he has more, I will be settling for a third place game. And listen, some bad coaching decisions for sure, but I don't think they would have mattered in the grand scheme because even if I set the perfect lineup, I think I came up short due to just some real poor performances.
One of my buddies, Johnny, if he's listening, we were talking about what he should do, and we're like, "No, yeah, man, you gotta bench Ashton Genty.
Oh,
can't play him."
Hey, that does make sense on paper, right?
He's a Raiders fan too. We also said probably don't want to play Quentin Johnston. He might be hurt. He still won his matchup somehow.
Good for him.
Clearly overcame a lot of adversities. Like next week, I'm just rolling with my guys. I don't care what you guys say. Very fair. You got to trust your gut in that. Let us know. How are you doing in fantasy football? If I go look at our league, Duke, good news for old CB Radio. Hunter Henry last night and the combination of who else?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, yes. Got us through to the consolation final.
So we're not in the toilet bowl.
We are not.
Thank God.
We kind of tried. In my one league where I'm playing in that round, I'm starting Phillip Rivers. I benched Herbert for Rivers because who cares? It doesn't even matter. Nothing matters. But in the championship semifinal right now, Triple C in a truck, looking like he's going to get the job done. He's up by 12, 11, 23 points over Aaron, who does have Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings. So he's going to need a couple big plays there to get back into it. But Triple C in a truck has Jonathan Taylor and Ty Warren. So he's looking pretty good. The other semifinal has the defenders, Tyler, up against Playbook Vic. And unfortunately for Playbook Vic, it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. The defenders going to win. Playbook Vic did have Ashton Genty, but he also had Travion Henderson. Josh Jacobs, who we gave him. Nope, not going to help you this week, PBV. Jefferson might have helped, but not enough. So anyways, that's how it goes in ours. Duke, the lead singer of the Stereos, I took him down.
Well, I'm glad for you. Sad for him.
Sad day for the Stereos. And
sad day for Delta Suite.
There is no chance he's listening, but on the off chance he is, maybe bring him in. I, despite thinking that the Saints would be the worst team in football, and Josh and Donovan disagreeing, thinking it'd be the Browns, I picked up the Saints defense for this one. You got to know when you're wrong, and the Saints defense got me 19 points. So with this win, Duke, I've assured myself at least $200. Feels good. Feels good to get that one. I will say, got pretty lucky with Justin Herbert. I had Kamani Vidal in there. He got injured. That wasn't ideal. Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 points, not fantastic. Lab McConkey, okay. Cortland Sutton, not a bad little game for him. It was a fun weekend, though, in the NFL, Duke. What did you do? What did you get up to? Actually start the show
just
with that,
in general?
Yeah, like in life.
I was in here doing the Triple S on Saturday. Went for a little Saturday skate with Andrew Walker and a bunch of his clan, threw the pads on for that. This is their biggest deal of the year. This Saturday before Christmas game. It's called their East-West Bowl, and so you play on the team based on where you were born.
Oh, okay.
And I think they use QE2 as the dividing line. And then in the city, like for all the Edmonton-born people, they boil it down to even like what hospital you were born in for what team, because there are a bunch of guys from out east in the area that play in this skate. So whatever. Anyway, I unfortunately lost. My team lost, which was the West team, despite some controversy around the potentially tying goal kind of right at the horn. There's no actual buzzer, but it's usually just when the guy opens the Zamboni doors, skates over. West tied it right before that happened, but they're saying no, it's when the clock rolled over 45, 11:45, then the game's over. So it was controversial. Thankfully, I don't have any vested interest. I was just a fill-in guy, but they all have pops afterwards. A good time. Down to Delburn Saturday night for Senior Outlaws, big win for them. And then typical Sunday on the couch watching football, taking it all in. And Tropics win last night at the Drake. I got kicked out of the game for having too many penalties. And shout out my boy Davis. Rolled in even after me. I was late getting there, and Davis is habitually late to Tropics games. Like, he comes in the dressing room as we're leaving to go on the ice. Player of the game for the Trops. Got the shirt, got the recognition, few beers afterwards with the boys. And get this, Connor, we were so dedicated to this little pre-Christmas final game. We had a dumpster beer, as in we got kicked out of the dressing room because the next team showed up. We went out and stood outside in like the minus 25 degree night and drank a beer, about 6 or 7 of us, just at the dumpster at the back door of the Claire Drake Arena. That was the camaraderie and friendship we were feeling. The cold night could not take that warmth out of our heart.
'Tis the season, right?
'Tis the season.
I like that. That's good.
A very busy weekend. And you? Did you have some good time getting Christmas things all lined up for the wee baby Benny?
Yeah, I mean, we got some of his presents out in front of the tree. We took him on his first holiday hamper. So we went down to the Expo Center, picked up the family. We had requested a fish instead of turkey, and did a little delivery there. So shout out to everybody at Holiday Hamper. No. We just dropped off the supplies.
Oh,
so they give you a list of supplies to buy, and then also you find out your family, and you get them like little gifts. You know what I got the family, but I'm not going to say just in case they're listening. Spoilers. And I did a little drop off there. The family was great, very appreciative. So all the volunteers at the Holiday Hamper, shout out to you guys, because it was cold on Saturday and you guys braved it and hooked everybody up with the meat. So very good weekend. Yeah, watch college football. I will say, Duke, like, I absolutely love this time of year when the NFL does the Saturday night game. Like, with all due respect to the NHL, Bears Packers.
What a game.
Unbelievable.
So I'd love to get into this game with you. So I was at the Agriplex in Delburn working the Senior Outlaws game for the broadcast. Was watching some of the game before the hockey game started, watching the football game, that is. Obviously just checking the score at the intermissions. And then in between the second and third periods of the hockey game, open my phone, going to overtime. Perfect timing. So I got to watch the entirety of overtime in between the two periods, obviously culminating in that unbelievable pass by Caleb Williams. That is the type of play calling and aggressiveness that I want to see from every NFL head coach. Like, how many coaches in that spot, Connor, would say, all right, we only need a field goal here. Let's just run the ball a couple times, try and get a first down or two, and give it a chance for our kicker to hit a 40 to 45-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems to be such a fallback for coaches. And Ben Johnson's like, no, I have a good offense. I have a great scheme. I trust my quarterback. Go for it all. And you get it. Listen, did they dream of maybe scoring a touchdown on the play in one shot? Maybe not, but you have to appreciate the aggressive nature of it. Not even leaving anything to chance about a kicker, giving the ball back to the Packers. They just went to win the football game, and they did. So the Bears kind of seem maybe like a little smoke and mirrorsy at times, with especially on the defensive side. But you can't argue with the results. Like, this is a team that has a chance to be the number one seed in the NFC, depending how the last couple of weeks shake out.
Yeah, I mean, and you talk about it. I'm sure the instruction to Caleb Williams was, hey, like, if it's there, take it. If not, throw it down. Like, we're not losing any field position. Then maybe we run it, get 5 yards, and we're talking about a field goal. But I'm with you. Like, take the shot. That's why you acquired DJ Moore. That's why you drafted Caleb Williams to win you football games. And that's exactly what they did. Mm-hmm. That ball, let's call it a 50-50 ball, let's say. Well, maybe you trust that a little bit more than your kicker in those conditions from that distance. And I loved it. You're right. Like, Ben Johnson, when they brought him in, I thought, good move. Because I knew Raiders fans that wanted him, and I thought, why would he go to the Raiders? With all due respect. Like, they don't have
He could have made Geno a baller.
Oh, maybe. They don't have the weapons that the Chicago Bears have. The Bears have a lot of pieces, 2 good tight ends, 3 capable receivers when they're healthy, 2 good running backs. It's just about the offensive line and Caleb Williams. Could they take the next step? Hey, you're 11-4 on the season. You're 6-1 at home. Pretty impressive. So shout out to the NFL for giving us Saturday Night Football. Other games of note, I would say you got to give a lot of credit to the New England Patriots for getting the win, coming back in the fashion that they did. So now Lamar Jackson went down before half. asterisk there, but they did enough to get the win. The Buffalo Bills survive a bit of a scare from the Cleveland Browns, winning 23-20. A couple weeks ago, we were talking MVPs, and I said, James Cook should get a little bit more consideration. He should probably get it. Like, I know he's overshadowed by an MVP caliber quarterback in Josh Allen, but for him to have 16 carries, 117 yards, a couple scores, you had him in fantasy. Definitely not too bad. The Chiefs not mailing it in, Duke, but
are you sure about that?
When your second quarterback goes down with an ACL tear after your first quarterback goes down with an ACL tear, I am not too proud to admit
that you didn't know who Oladukin was.
No.
You and me both, brother.
No idea. Where was he 2 weeks ago? Was he even on the roster? Was he practice roster?
I said the same thing when the Vikings were like, yeah, we're rolling out Max Brosmer.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat then. Like,
I
right hand
Brosmer,
up.
but
I don't know a lot of teams' third string quarterbacks, even if they did have good college careers, which almost all these guys did, right? That's why they're on NFL rosters or even practice squads. But yeah, no, that was a name that I was like, sorry, who? I had no sniff. No sniff.
And the thing, like, Brosmer is like relatively young and new. Oladukin's 28? Like, this guy's been around.
Just like Tyler Shuck.
Absolutely. Just like Tyler Shuck, who's doing good things with the New Orleans Saints right now. Give the Titans credit. I suppose they did what they had to do, but the Kansas City Chiefs just playing out the season. You have to wonder, too, is this it for Travis Kelce? The way he's been talking on his podcast, it does sound like it.
Yeah, but he's going to be going to the Pro Bowl.
Top vote
getter.
Can't argue with the Swifties.
Yep.
They get the job done. Dolphins falling at home. I guess that Quinn Ewers was not the answer. Bengals winning 45-21. Vikings get past the Giants. How about the Panthers, Duke? Getting past the Bucks at home. You really can't get too upset about that one. Like, the Bucks are still feisty. Divisional game, it's always going to be close. The Carolina Panthers, my goodness. Looks like they're going to be making that rush for the playoffs. And then another guy, if I'm just, giving credit to players that are continually taking steps. I thought Trevor Lawrence, statement game for him to go out there against the Denver Broncos, throw for, 280, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions being the big one. He didn't have a big run game either. Like, it was respectable, but averaging about 3 yards per carry with ETN. I think he was just awesome. Parker Washington, if you had him in fantasy, 6 grabs, 145 yards as well. Brenton Strange getting the touchdown, not bad. If you started BTJ, I'm sorry. We might have given you that advice. He didn't do a whole lot, but Cortland Sutton had the score, and RJ Harvey had a decent game as well. But Duke, does this more tell you about the Jags or the Broncos for you?
I think it tells me more about the Jags because I absolutely still think the Broncos are a very good team, right? The defense, yeah, they kind of got gouged today, but I'm still a believer in the unit. One game doesn't really change that. Bo Nix, they try to get a little more fourth quarter comeback magic. Just they ran into a good opponent this time, and one that, like, in all this talk about the Jags, it's been a lot of, Trevor Lawrence taking that step, the addition of Jacoby Myers, but like their defense does deserve a lot of credit too in how they go about their business. And I think Liam Cohen coming in, obviously driving the offensive change for this team. This win, I think, maybe finally put them on some people's radar. But like, keep in mind, this is a team that's rattled off how many wins in a row and leading the division for the last number of weeks. Was definitely flying under the radar as a legitimate contender out of the AFC. And I think that this win puts a big enough stamp that you can't ignore them now in that same conversation with the likes of the Bills, the Patriots, maybe the Texans, I guess, yesterday's offense, maybe notwithstanding. So
you were going to get a text from me, buddy, if they didn't win.
I was going to be that text would have went unanswered because I would have been yeeting myself off the balcony of my 5th story apartment. So glad that they managed to scrape that one out. But yeah, like it's we've said it so many times, it's wide open this year, and anybody can really beat anybody. That feels more true than ever. And there's a collection of teams that is somewhere in the realm of, I don't know, 6 to 12, maybe even all 14 playoff teams when it's going to be said and done, that you kind of say like they could win the Super Bowl, right? I'm not sure I'm quite ready to say that about the Steelers, but it looks like they're going to win the division and make the playoffs.
Well, and DK Metcalf has to get suspended.
So funny.
He punched a fan.
That's crazy.
I mean, we'll see what he said to him, but
how do you even get into that spot, though?
How does a teammate not see you and like, whoa, Whoa, Nelly, slow down.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't matter. Pretty light day for him fantasy-wise anyway. So, and I'm eliminated, so his absence won't affect me anyway. Sorry for anybody else out there that did win this week. I was counting on some DK production next week in your finals. I don't think he's going to be playing.
Yeah, it's not looking that way. And if I may say, Chargers, you were talking about contenders in the AFC, winners of 4 straight now, defense stepping up. If you did have Quentin Johnston,
shout out.
What the heck was that? I've seen him drop like slant routes, 2 hands. He just loses it. And then 1 hand over the shoulder, corner of the end zone, he brings it in. Unbelievable. If you had Justin Herbert, obviously he had a very big week, even with the mangled hand and all that. Puka Nacua in a standard league still led the way after his brilliance on Thursday. Trevor Lawrence, second best. Matthew Stafford. Man, did anyone have Stafford and Nacua? Did they stack that? Because you probably won.
That's like a league winning stack this year, kind of like what Chase and Burrow would have been last year.
Absolutely. Matthew Stafford, 3rd. Ashton Genty, 4th. And then Justin Herbert, 5th. Joe Burrow, 6th. Chase Brown as well. I mean, if you had Burrow and Brown, they connected a lot as well. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll talk some Oilers as well, as they picked up a nice win over the Vegas Golden Knights. It is Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Also, you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Twitch. Brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
At Papa John's, our butter chicken pizza is a Canadian favorite, and we think we know why. We start with a velvety, tangy, and subtly sweet sauce. Then it's our better ingredients: fresh, never frozen original dough, juicy grilled chicken, and crunchy green peppers and onions. Sounds delicious, right? Well, wait till you try it. It's butter chicken made better. Order your large butter chicken pizza today for only $19.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Proudly locally owned and operated.
At GS Construction, we focus on building a culture of collaboration, innovation, and respect. Our teams work together, supporting one another and striving towards shared goals. We're committed to creating a work environment that empowers individuals, values teamwork, and ensures everyone feels respected and safe. With decades of experience in the field, GS Construction prioritizes our people, our culture, and safety. This is what makes us unique. To find out more, go to gsconstruction.ca.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. December is here. Christmas shopping, Christmas wrapping, Christmas baking, grocery shopping. What about our vehicle? Does it need tires? It's not running? No problem. We got you covered. At Northgate GM, we have a tremendous selection of newer used vehicles, winter tires at cost, and of course, service with a smile. Come in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
You're in Northgate country. What a performance by Action Electrical today. Their projects team kicked things off, designing and building with unmatched skill.
Then the service team swoops in for those crucial repairs and maintenance. And don't forget the testing team, ensuring everything's safe and sound before the solar team scores with sustainable energy.
A complete team effort. Have Action Electrical bring home a win for you and your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
The holiday break was made for Oil Kings Hockey at Rogers Place. Family fun that's second to none, starting at just $20 a seat.
This Family Fun Sunday in Ice District, your Edmonton Oil Kings face the Lethbridge Hurricanes in the annual Dino Day game.
Enjoy the kids' fun zone with face painting and bouncy castles. Dinosaurs will be roaming the concourse all game and playing games at intermissions.
Plus, for Calmont Kids food combos for $10 or less. The value is T-Rex sized.
Oil Kings, Hurricanes, Dino Day, 4 p.m. Sunday.
Great seats at Rogers Place start at only $20 at oilkings.ca.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells.
Tired of the same old holiday tunes? Spice things up with the sound of a Will Hawk beef jerky bag being torn open. It's the carol that everyone wants to hear, promising a chorus of tender, perfectly spiced beef jerky. This holiday season, make sure you're Will Hawking around the Christmas tree with Alberta's best beef jerky. Available at Will Hawk Beef Jerky in Leduc.
At Fountain Tire, success is a team effort. They're committed to their team members and their customers. And that means treating your vehicle like it's their own and finding solutions that suit your needs. Because whatever the road brings ahead, they're on it with you. Visit fountaintire.com today.
From the first face-off to the final whistle, Sports 1440 is your home for hockey talk. With live coverage, expert analysis, and pre- and post-game shows, we bring you closer to the game. Tune in 24/7, only on Sports 1440, Edmonton's sports
station.
I'm Gene Principe, bringing season's heatings from Legacy Heating and Cooling. For Yuletide comfort you'll love this Christmas. You should.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
There's no better way to fix your furnace. You just.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
They're professional, never rude, Dolph. You should.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Plus, no interest and no prints of payments for 1 year when you buy with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
This Christmas, Subaru is proud to support the Little Warriors, a national charitable organization dedicated to protecting children, raising awareness, and helping survivors heal from the trauma of child sexual abuse. Join us for a Phil Forster event at Rally Subaru in Subaru City. We're collecting much-needed items like AAA batteries, art supplies, backpacks for kids, winter gear, and laundry essentials. Drop off your donations at either location and be entered to win a free detail package. Thank you for your support from Subaru.
Warm wishes for a happy holiday season from Bashaw Concrete Products. May you enjoy this festive time of year with family and friends, making memories to last a lifetime. Merry Christmas from Doreen, Dallas, Dylan, and all the staff at Bashaw Concrete Products.
Get the inside scoop for your team on Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley. Got Josh Fenwick, the Duke of Delbert, and Brandon Douglas here. We got 2 more shows left before we take a couple days off. Duke, you'll be heading back to the Burn. Josh will be heading to Calgary. I'll be staying in Edmonton. I'm pretty loyal to the city, pretty committed. But it's going to be good times. My sister comes back from Australia. They leave probably like later today, Australian time. I don't actually know how accurate that is.
But is that technically tomorrow?
They leave, I believe, on the 24th in Australia. So that's tomorrow, yeah. And then they get here on the 24th. Nice fun
time travel.
Yeah, you don't burn a day. Now going back, you of course waste a day, but on the way here, it's all good. So yeah, looking forward to seeing some family over the next few days here, watching some sports. Of course, we've got the Oilers tomorrow night. Last night, not a bad game. I mean, anytime you get the 2 points, you can't be too frustrated, I should say. Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Go check them out in Leduc or online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. This segment will be brought to you by Elks Nation. 2 weekly podcasts with Eddie Steele and Declan Kruger, breaking down the green and gold, the most in-depth EE football coverage you'll find anywhere, elksnation.ca. Last night, as we were talking about, the Edmonton Oilers after 20 minutes up 2-0. Connor McDavid had 2 points. He had a goal. Nuge on the power play scored his 9th. They followed that up. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the power play once again, his 10th goal of this season. Then Hyman would score. Oilers up 4-0. Things are looking pretty good. Then they allow 3. You know, at the 15-minute mark of the third period, we're like, okay, we might have something here. But the Edmonton Oilers have what they've done in the past when they're playing good hockey. They stop it. And they ended the goal scoring against. No, they didn't score either, but they held it at 4-3, pick up the win. They improved to 18-13-6 on the season. The Golden Knights 16-8-10. So they'll take that. They get the Calgary Flames tomorrow night, which should be a fun game. Of course, we'll have wall-to-wall coverage at the start of the 7 a.m. with the Duke tomorrow. And then, of course, pregame coverage getting going with Andrew Walker. But right now in the Pacific Division, the Anaheim Ducks holding it down. 44 points. The Golden Knights and Oilers with 42. Vegas does have 3 games in hand. So you have to know that. And then you got the Kings and the Mammoth sitting there in the wild card spot. The Calgary Flames, winners of 2 straight. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. Josh, I thought they wanted Gavin McKenna. What's going on here? Our Flames insider here.
They simply just can't help but stay at that far end of the lottery. Honestly, I know some people are against that, but I like it. There's a reason they traded away all the people that said they don't want to play in Calgary. It was because they're building a culture. Craig Conroy, I think, has done a very good job of that. One where, hey, we want to win. Now, obviously, to start the year, the Hanley-Weegar pairing, which was absolutely monstrous for them last year. It was like an incredible D pairing. They just couldn't find their groove to start the year. They've really come back now. Weegar had 3 assists in their game against the Golden Knights, and they're 6-3 drubbing.
They're putting up points.
Yeah, and so I think they're starting to find their way. And I mean, do I wish we could have that solidified 1C? Because I don't think Kadri or Backlund are that. I wish we could, because we got the wing depth. Connor Zary absolutely lighting it up. I'm still a big Matt Coronado guy, but they're grinding it out and they're finding ways to win. So I just wish the defense would still. I still have problems with the defense. They're playing incredibly poorly in front of Dustin Wolf, but all things considered, he still makes quite a few 10-bell saves a game. So saving them there, but he just can't make as many now that there's much more tape on him and going into last year. But they're finding ways to win. So I'm very excited for tomorrow. Very, very excited for tomorrow. My favorite games of the year.
And then you and Duke will be here on Wednesday. We'll have Fantasy Frenzy on Wednesday to break it all down. We'll be off for the 24th and the 25th. We're back on Monday, of course. Now, this week in between Christmas and New Year's is just a blur. So we will be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be off Thursday and then back Friday. So we'll have Thursday off, which I don't like midday 1 days off, but for the purpose, yes, we will be off. I think we'll have a few hungover friends here. Husks texting in 1-833-401-1440 says, CH, Merry Christmas to you, you filthy animals. I'm off till the 5th. Have a great holidays. Husks, same to you. Have a good time. Feel free to tune into Sports 1440 still. We'll be around. Good morning, gents. What did I tell you about the Bears? Eden, father of Arius. Yeah, it was a great game. The Bears, fun to watch too. I will say as a Swift fantasy owner, I would prefer the ball goes to him a little bit more, but Rome Odunze, when he's back and healthy, you guys drafted Burden. You got DJ Moore, of course. And then the 2 tight ends, Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. Nice pieces here. Good coach, and the defense doing some work as well. Danny YYC says, gentlemen, wishing you a Merry Christmas. You are the best. Well, thank you. I don't know if that was for us or the station in general, but Danny, you have a Merry Christmas as well. MTR had texted in, hey guys, I haven't lost in 2 months. I'm down 22 going into tonight out of Brock Purdy. It's going to be close. Todd Bowles should get fired for Christmas. No carries for Bucky on the goal line since he got back from injury. Henderson hurt me. Wandale Robinson sucks. Josh Allen clown show. Well, those are all fair complaints. Yeah, it wasn't the classic Josh Allen game. 22 points, though, with Purdy. Maybe you got this. Triple C in a truck said, no, you can't give James Cook any kind of recognition because that excuses the Josh Allen narrative that he has nothing. No, not this year. And honestly, I think James Cook might be one of the most underrated players the last couple of years, especially fantasy wise. He puts up numbers. And yeah, Josh Allen does get a lot of the credit for it. But when you look at his receivers, I would kind of agree. He has good players. He doesn't have, the Eagles caliber. He doesn't have the Bengals caliber. Who are the top 5 receiving cores, Duke? Top of your head. We got to have the Bengals.
Okay.
Eagles?
Bengals, Eagles, Vikings. It's crazy that I want to say the Jags.
Kinda.
Hey, first place team. Yeah, I think the Bucks should be in that category. even though the fall off for Emeka Egbuka this season has been pretty drastic and tough to see as invested fantasy owner. But
how about the Rams?
Yeah, I mean, like, but the Rams is like you obviously have Puka Nacua, who is arguably the best, or one this season the best in the league, one of the best on a year-to-year basis. Devontae Adams still can get it done, but then like after that, we're talking Tutu Atwell,
and Parkinson,
and isn't he a tight end?
Well, pass catchers.
Are we including? we're grading pass catchers or wide receiver?
I'm saying pass catchers now. It's evolved.
Then I'll throw the Bears in there.
Bears are good.
Talk about Moore, Odunze, Loveland, Komet, Swift out of the backfield.
Burden.
Luther Burden.
Just took a first-round flyer on him.
Yeah, so I would put the Bears over the likes of the Rams in that aspect.
Brendan and Triple C and Truck both texted in Rams at the exact same time. Identical texts.
So what did you say? So Bengals, Vikings, Eagles, Rams, and Bears. Is that 5? Maybe, and then Bucks as your honorable mention, or you could swap out one of those other teams for it.
Triple C and Truck said Commanders. What?
Okay. Debo and Terry.
KG says, hate to say it, but the Cowboys. Yeah, CD and
Fair
Pickens.
point.
That was I witnessed it yesterday. What 19? Purifoy? Guy made some
Flournoy.
Flournoy?
19. Number 19.
19? Yeah, he's good too. How about this? Hollywood J says, boys, my buddy had a massive parlay to win $4,000. Needed the Lions to win. They scored 2 touchdowns and got that TD taken back. He's gutted. Also made the finals of our big money league next week. Winner takes $5,000. Wish me luck. Holy smokes. I wish I got that one. 5 G's. That'd be a nice little Christmas bonus. That's big. What did you think about, did you watch the Lions?
So not live. Or no, wait. I missed the end of it because that was when I was driving to the Drake for Tropics last night. I see the replays upon arriving and checking my phone, so I watched them back. Man, I don't know. I like the pick call on the tight end. Was it Wright? Brock Wright that threw the pick on the corner one to St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah,
I don't mind those calls because I think teams are just outrageous with it.
But like
the rubs that the Patriots used to do.
I've seen, like, you can say this about all sports. Like you see so much worse go uncalled.
Yeah, that's why I just don't like that stuff because I think teams know exactly what they're doing, and DBs have no chance.
Yeah. If you had to, so I had to draw a line in the sand and say, do I like the call or do I not? Like I think it was a penalty.
Yeah.
So
I think Jalen Ramsey did a really good job
of selling that. Yeah, the push off for sure be sold. But did he even get in on that play anyway?
That was close.
It was
the lateral to Goff.
Yeah, that's true.
We saw some crazy plays. Cam Tate's in the house. Hey, Cam. Good morning. Thank you for coming. Well, we'll get you something in a minute here. We got the 2-minute warning coming up with Gregor. And now you're doing stuff on CFCW. We'll take a break here. When we come back, more text 1-833-401-1440. It's Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Cantork has turned 25. That's right, 25 years of building tools so good, they practically torque themselves. Hard work and innovation equals problem solved. See our latest designs at cantork.com.
As 2025 comes to a close, GS Construction would like to take the time and thank our crews, our partners, and our communities for another successful year of teamwork and growth. Together, we've helped keep Edmonton and the surrounding area moving by building and maintaining the underground infrastructure that keeps everything running smoothly. It's been another year of dedication, pride, and hard work the team has put in to make it all possible. To learn more about our people and our projects, visit gsconstruction.ca.
I'm making my list, checking it twice, and guess what? I'm giving Will Hawk Beef Jerky to everyone, naughty and nice. Because honestly, everyone deserves a taste of Alberta's finest, no matter if they've been bad or good. So this holiday season, skip the chocolates and pass on the turkey. Make sure you're Will Hawking around the Christmas tree with Alberta's best beef jerky. Ho, ho, ho!
Available at Will Hawk Beef Jerky in Leduc.
Action Electrical's projects team takes the field, folks. ready to execute the entire play for new commercial builds.
Absolutely. They're masters of design build, sketching strategy from initial blueprints to core electrical infrastructure. The team never misses on complex projects.
Known for handling big league constructions and major renovations, ensuring flawless execution, hire the Action Electrical team to bring home a win for your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
At Fountain Tire, success is a team effort. They're committed to their team members and their customers. And that means treating your vehicle like it's their own and finding solutions that suit your needs. Because whatever the road brings ahead, they're on it with you. Visit fountaintire.com today.
The Hockey Super League is proud to launch its 9th season, delivering independent, borderless hockey. This year, over 125 teams will compete across Alberta, Saskatchewan, and for the first time ever, Colorado, USA, which showcase style action, cross-province rivalries, and a strong commitment to player development. The HSL is the premier destination for families seeking balance and athletes chasing the next level. The Hockey Super League. Hockey without limits. For athletes born in 2013 to 2018, visit hockeysuperleague.com to learn more.
Do you listen to sports radio at work? Like right now? Well, do you? Who, me? No way. I swear. Okay, friend, we won't tell. Tens of thousands of sports fans listen to Sports 1440 each and every day. On the radio, on the listening apps, on YouTube, and on social media. If you listen to Sports 1440 at work, well, maybe it's time to advertise on Sports 1440 at work. Grow your business. Get your name out there. Shoot our ad team an email. Gregor@sports1440.ca. Let's get to work for you.
Planning your next event? Let Loca Quality Market cater. From made-to-order meals to gourmet platters to full chef tasting experiences, they make entertaining effortless. Visit loca.ca to start planning today.
Japa Machinery Group knows that XCMG may not roll off the tongue, but Japa's team will help keep your construction jobs rolling on time and on budget with heavy equipment sales and rentals. Visit japamachinery.com to find out more.
After 20 years, Canada's most prestigious international hockey tournament returns. The Camrose Viking Cup, December 28th to January 4th at Encana Arena. Tickets at vikingcup.ca. Brought to you by Sports 1440.
Ho, ho, ho! 'Tis the season to find the perfect gift at the perfect price at Leduc Goldsmiths.
The annual Christmas sale is on now with 10 to 25% off all in-store products. All natural and lab-created diamond engagement rings up to 25% off with a wide selection available. You'll have no trouble finding the right piece. The team at Leduc Goldsmiths have years of expertise to help find what you need. Leduc Goldsmiths on Main Street, Leduc. Leduc's Jewelry Store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years.
I'm Saxon, and this is my little sister Goldie. I'm Goldie, and this is my little sister Saxon. Wait a minute. I'm the big sister around here.
And I'm Rick Showers from Noble RV, and these are my granddaughters. They like to help with the holiday commercials. It's sort of a tradition in our family. And since they moved from Australia to Nashville, we get to see them more than ever.
It's nice to live in the same hemisphere with Grandma and Papa.
That's right, Saxon. And at Noble, the holidays are all about family. And really, that's what camping is all about, too.
Maybe I should come work for you at your store, Papa. I can make the Goldie cakes.
Maybe in a few years.
Papa says used RVs are way better than new RVs.
That's right, Saxon. You learn quickly. So what do you have to say to all the people listening on the radio?
Happy Christmas to everyone in Canada.
And that's Noble.
NobleRV.ca.
Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:42. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, and Josh Fenwick with you here. Brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Check them out online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. Now, we did have a text that came in here, and I don't know if I lost it. Schwackhammer said, I just passed Wilhauk's on my way home. Line up out the door. Well, that's pretty standard, I think, for Wilhauk. Just a busy spot. Now, on the topic of Wilhauk, before we get into more text, I do want to say, coming up next, it will be the Lowdown with Low Tide. I believe they'll have Jason Greger on and Rachel Krychek to talk some NHL. Declan Kruger will be by as well. And then it is the Jason Greger show. And that's how I'm going to tie in Wilhauk Beef Jerky. We got a really cool thing going on today as we raise money for the Christmas Bureau and Santa's Anonymous. So essentially, there's going to be 9 winners. All the information is up at jasongreger.com. And we're going to take the top 9 bids. But whoever bids the most will have the first pick and can pick whatever prize package they want. So, starting at 2 o'clock, we'll take your bids. And the highest 9 bidders will get their pick of what they want. We got packages from the Riverhawks, the Oil Kings, Wilhauk. We got spa packages, first round. Lots of really cool stuff. You can get all the information at jasongreger.com as we, hey, let's raise some money to Santa's Anonymous and Christmas Bureau at 2. Then it's all on the Jason Greger show today. Kevin Woodley will be by. We got Cam Tate, Dave McCarthy, Speck, and more. And more. Starting at 2 o'clock. Mark says, who's your top 3 defenses for week 17? Ooh. All right, well, Duke, we got to bring up the schedule here as we take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first one that comes to mind would be the Houston Texans.
Against your Chargers?
But they get the Chargers, so you have to consider that.
What do you think of Pittsburgh against Cleveland? No Quinshaw Judkins.
He's done for a while.
That was ugly.
We don't like
in
to
more
see
ways
that.
than one. It
Yeah.
was ugly visually, ugly for him personally, and ugly for my fantasy team.
Even the
quick heel.
Even the broadcast didn't show it, did they?
No, they
just
wouldn't show replays.
We don't need to show that. Yeah, that sucks for him.
Seattle and Carolina, maybe.
Yeah,
Panthers are good, but are they that good?
And where is it, in Seattle?
No, it's in Carolina.
Because Seattle's already played 2 straight home games, so in Carolina that could change things a little bit.
Rams are in Atlanta Monday night.
I mean, the Broncos defense will be great against the Chiefs, I'm sure, on Christmas.
That might be the number one, actually.
You're not going to get them off the waiver wire. Packers against the Ravens if Lamar can't go. I think there's a lot of good
New
options.
England against the Jets.
Shoot, I might roll with the Saints defense.
Hey,
they're pretty good.
Titans are on a 1-game win streak, buddy.
That's true. You're right. Kind of feels like there's a lot of good options. Did you say Patriots?
Yeah.
That's a good one. So if we're talking top 3, we've given a bunch. Broncos number 1 for me. I would say Steelers would be up there. And I have to do a deep dive into the Saints here.
I like the Rams.
The Rams? That's fair. Against the
Even
Falcons.
if they're on the road like the Falcons.
Bijan could pop off, though, right?
Yeah, maybe.
He's done it before. He's only got 6 touchdowns on the ground, though, hey?
Yeah.
But versatile.
Yeah, they really like Algier and goal line.
Lance said those Raiders made a game of it. It was a nice Christmas surprise. Still lost, though. Well, the worst thing the Raiders could have done is won. Like, it would have been funny, and we would have had some laughs at the expense of the Duke. But that would have been the worst thing. The Raiders got to keep losing. Keep losing. Get the best draft pick you can get and go from there. Like, you don't want to miss out on a potential franchise quarterback because you had a meaningless win against the Texans. So I'm on board. Keep losing. Although, Duke, you would say a Texans victory ended up getting them CJ Stroud and it worked out okay, right?
That is true. Thanks,
So,
Davis Mills. Thank you, Lovie Smith.
Those things can happen.
Although, hey, Bryce Young's looking good.
MTR says Houston #1. Remember what they did to elite Herbert last year in the wild card.
And isn't it funny? Like, you talk about the Texans defense, and statistically, it's the #1 in the NFL. And then you watch that game yesterday against the Raiders, who put up a total of 75 yards of offense the week previous, and they put up 21 points. Yeah, the pick six that Geno threw in, like, what was the first drive of the game. But Genty pops off with big rushing totals, big receiving totals. And it's like, wait a minute, how does that correlate? And is it a matter of like a little bit of a trap game letdown spot for them? Because in games previous, teams that the Texans absolutely shut down include the likes of Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, right? Like some of the best quarterbacks in the league. So I do think that the Texans D, even if it is against the Chargers, is probably still a worthy bet to make, a worthy gamble.
And it's probably not a bad idea. Like, I will say, I don't know how the Chargers have kind of done this for the last little while. The interior, the whole offensive line is bad. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to cover it up. Like,
it's not pretty.
They lost Jamari Sawyer, who went down. I will say, though, last year, this is who Justin Herbert was throwing to. Will Dissly, Tucker Fisk, DJ Chark, Darius Davis. Ladd McConkey had 9 grabs for 200 yards. Well, a lot of it came on an 86 catch and run. But Keenan Allen there, big upgrade. Quentin Johnson's much more improved this year. They have a legitimate tight end, I think, in Oronde Gadsden, who deserves a little more respect. And Trey Harris, man, I don't like this. Could just be a Chargers fan blowing smoke, but that guy got on the field because of his blocking, and Herbert trusts him now. So there's a little bit more throwing targets. I'm not saying the Chargers are going to blow out the Texans. Far from it. Texans still have an elite, amazing defense, but we'll see. Well, it's going to be a fun game, I think. How are the Texans feeling health-wise, Duke? Nick Chubb, he popped off a little bit of a run yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's funny because Woody Marks is a rookie running back and a guy that kind of didn't have a lot of hype or cachet around him coming into the year because everybody was just waiting for, like, when's Joe Mixon going to come back? He looked so good last year upon joining the Texans. But Marks has really kind of transformed their run game a little bit. He took over the #1 spot, still really complimented by Nick Chubb. But then Jawar Jordan came in, a 6th-round pick last year out of Louisville. And he had a pretty decent outing, like yardage-wise, right? And then the week before replacing Marks, when there was no Chubb available, he had over 100 yards in kind of mop-up duty against the Cards. So the health for the Texans, like Derek Stingley's been kind of nursing an oblique injury, but he's battling through it. Didn't seem to hurt him on the pick 6 yesterday. Otherwise, I think they're relatively healthy. Another one of the old linemen left the game second half or something. I haven't seen any updates on that. So otherwise, I would say the Texans health-wise, if you can get Marks back in, Chubb's good to go, then all of a sudden you've got some good complementary pieces.
Got some pieces. I will say that I don't want us to be censoring people. MTR did not say elite Herbert. He said no playoff wins, Herbie. I changed it, but I'm giving him his freedom of speech on this program.
That's really really admirable of you, Connor. It's a really stand-up move.
Had to do it. Matt, the promo guy, says Algier can go to hell. Signed a Bijan owner. Yeah, I mean they certainly like him. He could be a sneaky ad, like not week to week, but if you just got him that game where he pounds 2 in, not the worst pick. But I've been there. I've had that frustration with him for sure, no doubt about it. Sometimes, like you do, like me and my friends will do a parlay bet. We missed out on a couple $100 because Nico didn't find the end zone yesterday, Duke. But when like goal line with the Falcons and you see Algier run in, you're like, no, Bijan's supposed to be a gimme. What's going on?
Yeah, me and a group of guys, some of them or most of them I should say, I play hockey with. We do a weekly little bet, just I guess $5 each, so $35 total parlay. And I lost mine yesterday. There's a good chance I'm going to be voted the bozo of the week, which is just each person gets 1 vote. The person that garners the most of a losing bet has to put in the bet next week. So just front the $35 for it. It's a little consequence on that regard because we've won a couple times, so it's all free money, like our bets right now. But yeah, I thought CJ Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns in a game without the top running back and against, the Raiders would be a pretty safe bet, but didn't happen. So I'm a loser.
The Raiders. Do you think they move on from Pete Carroll?
Yeah, I think they should. Well, I think Pete Carroll should just quit before they can fire him.
Really?
Yeah.
Like maybe they'd give him that option.
Yeah, mutually part ways. Now, people will say, well, if you get fired, you get to keep getting paid. And we've said this before. I don't think Pete Carroll's hurting for money.
No.
And could Pete Carroll not just immediately go join any broadcast network panel? He's an affable guy. People like him. Clearly knows the game, right? You don't be around this long without. So I think he could immediately jump on a panel somewhere and get paid decent money.
Yeah. And it keeps you in the game. I think it'd be fun to be one of the color guys, going city to city on the weekend. You do a little bit of prep and then you just kind of maybe Saturday afternoon you hunker down on the prep and then just go call a game.
Yeah. But do you think that takes more dedication than just being a network panelist, an halftime person?
I don't know.
I think the game prep for that is quite a bit more, to be a color analyst as opposed to a panelist.
I mean, you certainly have to. Well, you got meetings and stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, right. Your production. Whereas, if you're on a panel, you can do all your own prep or whatever, but you also you only really need to have 3 things. 3 points you want to talk about because you only get to go for 45 seconds a couple times a day.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just live analysis of whatever game your network is covering. So
it's true. When you're right, Duke. Connor McDavid, first star of the week for the second straight week for those interested. Connor McDavid leads the league in points right now, 62. Nathan McKinnon, 61. Games in hand, though. He'll probably pass him, and then McDavid will pass him, and it'll go back and forth throughout the remainder of the season. Before we wrap up, Duke, we should give a shout out to Connor Ingram. What a journey back to the NHL for him. Happy to see him get the win last night over the Vegas Golden Knights, and just happy that he's back on the ice at the NHL level and doing okay. Hope it continues here because that'd be a great story for all sides. That music means we're done. 23-hour break. Up next, it is the Lowdown with Low Tide with Declan Kruger, followed by the Jason Greger Show from 2 till 6 with a month of giving rolling on. Let's get to a Sports 1440 update with Brandon Douglas, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. Have a good day, everyone.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
Four-game slate in the NHL today. The Lightning hosting the Blues. Canucks down in Philadelphia. Kraken play the Ducks from SoCal. And the LA Kings welcome in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Monday Night Football wrapping up Week 16 in the NFL has the San Francisco 49ers in Indianapolis to play the Colts. Kickoff at 6:15. Phil Rivers set to make his second consecutive start at quarterback for Indy. In the association, 7 games total today. Cleveland hosting Charlotte. Indiana's in Boston. The Pelicans play the Mavericks. Jazz up against the Nuggets. OKC hosting Memphis. Orlando taking on Golden State from NorCal. And the nightcap has the Detroit Pistons in Portland to play the Trailblazers. Coming up on Sports 1440, it is the Lowdown with Low Tide. I'm Brandon Douglas at your Sports 1440 update.
This is Sports 1440.
A Stingray.